to him now through his high priest, Yeshua, who also hath given us the earnest of the Spirit. Therefore we are always confident, knowing that while we are at home in the body, we are absent from the master. For we walk by faith and not by sight. We are confident, I say, and willing rather to be absent from the body, to be present with the master. Wherefore we labor, that whether present or absent, we may be accepted. For we all must appear before the judgment seat of the Messiah, that every one that may receive the things done in his body according to that which was done, whether it be good or bad. It used to be my favorite prayer against evil. You're going to the great day of judgment. That was hard-hearted of them. It is a failing to not help people restore their relationship with Yahweh that needed it, that they end up in this judgment. It's a failing. Now they will get there, and it will happen, but it won't be of man. It won't be of Leah laying down and saying, Yahweh, let their judgment come, because I don't know. It's none of my business. But what Yahweh wants to do is restore this relationship so that when you come to that last great day, that it's the final judgment unto life. So we're going to go on here to verse 17. Therefore, if any man be in the Messiah, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things become new. And all things are of Elohim, who hath reconciled us to himself by Yeshua the Messiah. He hath given us the ministry of condemnation. No. He has given us a ministry of reconciliation. We are not to be a lamp out there beating the people. We are the lamp to show them the way to relationship with Yahweh. That's what we're here for. That's our job. That's what you're on the earth still to do. Ministry of reconciliation. Everything in here that Yahweh has done is to create a path of personal relationship. You hear it said in church all the time, but certainly after you get done hearing that, you seem to run out and, they're doing this and they're doing that. So are you. I'm sorry to tell you. So am I. We're all human beings. There's no one man whereof it can be said that, see, this is a good man. We're just men. We're either men who are obedient or men who are disobedient. Goodness is of Yeshua, who puts a covering and a garment on us. So when Yahweh looks down and says, hey, that one I can work with. That's somebody I have a relationship with. He's on the team. He's got the jersey. Okay? Just real quick, we're going to jump into Revelation 20, verse 5. This is the fast version of this message for everybody. Okay.
Page 1259.
The beautiful thing about this is that ministry of restoration allowed a judgment in the first resurrection. So the rest of the dead live not again until the 1,000 years were finished. This is the first resurrection. It is done for them. Then blessed and holy is he who hath part in the first resurrection. Why? They will have, death will have no power. Is death still alive at this point? Absolutely. Is the enemy the last enemy they destroyed? Not yet. This is the very thing, Brother Frank. This is the thing that caused the war in the first place. When the devil found out that this gift of everlasting life, life from within, was going to be given to these people. We do this. Every time we start to get spiritual, and somebody around you starts to have a gift going their way, and they start to do for Yahweh, you get jealous. Don't you? That's what the devil did. He got jealous. Someone sings a special song. You want to sing that song. Why couldn't it have been me? Right? Someone goes out and runs into a ministry and baptizes 20 people from out of nowhere. could have done that. It's what the children are a perfect example. You give a child a gift, and the child speaks up. Why not me? I just gave you something last week. Be grateful for what you got. That's what Yahweh's doing with us. Be grateful for what you have. I'm giving you a gift. And if I choose to use this one over here or that one over there, be happy for them.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
The
Amen.
message of reconciliation, he's working in their life.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
Be happy for them.
That's right.
And don't fall. Don't fall into the pit of jealousy. Don't fall into the pit of despair, anger, and bitterness, because I promise you, people here today, anger and bitterness changes the absolute way you think.
Yes, it does.
Science, nobody's going to like to hear this one. Nothing wrong with science. When it's in opposition to Yahweh, it's a false opposition. But when it's in support, not a thing wrong with it. And science says that a happy, forgiving brain is lit up from one end to the other. And an angry and bitter brain has two paths, right down the middle, and nothing is lit up. And you're not using your whole brain. That is a physical fact of your body.
Wow.
And it connects to the spiritual. If you're in a state of anger and bitterness, it will cut you off from your relationship because you cannot think straight.
Yep.
I'll tell you a quick story. I know I'm over time. I met a man who I went and spoke with and had Bible study with that I was a little bit judgmental of him because he wasn't where we were in the name of Yahweh and Yahshua, although he used the names. But he wasn't where we were. And he had little catchphrases like stinking thinking that I really started to like after I learned it. Because anger and bitterness in your heart leads to stinking thinking. You cannot think straight. You are literally in a state of stinking thinking. You can be anger and bitterness over your lot in life, over someone else's success, over what they did to you. There's a jillion things the devil would love for you to be angry and bitter over. And he would love to insert that and destroy your restoration. That's a fact. So here's the deal. When you're not using your whole brain, you're not thinking clearly. It's erratic. A man told me one time that he was going to kill somebody. And he wasn't just going to kill them. He was going to pull a Dexter on them. And where was he going to put this Dexter? In the Ravine State Gardens. Now, it's just one thing to go and kill somebody. It's another thing to have this all laid out. I'm going to tie them to a bed, haul them down the ravines, and kill them down the ravines. They lost it because of stinking thinking. Because their brain was shut down. They could not even understand that their fantasy of hatred was crazy. Stinking thinking. Accept your restoration relationship with Yahweh through this high priest.